In a village called Anandapuram, Lakshmi lived with her 3 children, Ramu, Somu, and Vani. Lakshmi indeed took good care of her 3 children. However, one day, unfortunately, Lakshmi fell ill and was bedridden. A few days later, due to a lack of money for treatment, Lakshmi passed away. This is how their life was going on. One day, an elder from the village came to their house and said this.
Ramu, Somu, are you at home? If so, come outside, he calls out angrily. Hearing those words, both Ramu and Somu come outside and ask, why have you come to our house? What is the reason? Please tell us. Aniravu respectfully asks Pedaya, there is no need for your greeting. If you give me my money, I will leave. Look, Pedaya, we don't have any money with us. Our mother has also passed away. We don't have any money to give you now. Please forgive us. I have no use for your words. Will you give the money or leave your house and go somewhere else? Tell me one or the other.
Look, Pedaya, we will stay here, but our sister is also here. Please consider her situation.
Ramu says this sadly in a low voice to Pedaya. Hearing this, Pedaya thinks to himself,
Yes, I feel sorry for their situation too. I will extend the deadline by 15 days. All right, as you said, I will give you 5 days. Until then to pay the money. Otherwise, vacate and leave.
Saying this angrily, Pedaya leaves from there. Then Ramu and Somu think, brother, what should we do now? We don't even have anyone to lend us money. If our mother were here, we wouldn't be in this situation, right, brother? Saying this, he cries. Hearing these words, Ramu feels sad in his heart.
If I cry too, my younger brother will feel even more distressed.
Thinking this, he says to Somu, don't be upset about the money, let's do something about it. He encourages him with courage. After talking like this, they go inside the house feeling sad. Seeing Vani sitting on the bed, the mother asks, Vani, why are you looking so sad? Nothing, Mom, she replies. I was just thinking about some commotion outside. It's nothing, Mom. When my brother's friend comes, we'll talk, she adds. The mother doesn't press further, and they all eat together and go to sleep. The next day, everyone wakes up, and Ramu and Somu decide to go to the village to ask for money. But no matter whom they ask for money, no one gives them any. After wandering around the village all day, he returns home after it gets dark. Somu, who is at the doorstep, eagerly asks Ramu, Brother, did anyone give you money? Please tell me, brother. Hearing this, Ramu responds sadly.
No one is giving us anything, little brother. When morning comes, the landlord will arrive. I don't know what to do. It's overwhelming. The little brother asked, where did brother go?
No, sister. When she asked where brother went, I told her he went out for some significant work, Everyone, talks like that and peacefully goes to sleep, without any worry. The very next day, the landlord, as expected, comes to the house and sternly says in a firm voice, Ramu, Somu, your deadline is over. Will you pay the money or leave the house? Tell me one thing or the other. No matter what you say, I won't listen, the landlord said, leaving Ramu and Somu with nothing else to do. They leave the house. They stop by a tree in the middle of the village and think to themselves. Somu says sadly, if we do anything from now on, it will be for our house. What else can we do, brother? We don't even have money with us. We have no one to rely on. That's why, apart from this tree, we have no other support, says Somu. All right, brother, let's do as you say, he adds. Meanwhile, Lachama listens to their conversation from behind the tree.
Ramu and Somu, you may not indeed know me, but I am acquainted with your mother. I truly heard everything you said from behind the tree. You 3 come to my house, consider me like your mother, says Lakama. Hearing Lakama's words, tears well up in the brothers' eyes. Ramu, Somu, don't cry like that, she says, gently comforting them. She then slowly encourages them and carefully takes them to her house from there. Even though Lachama's house is small, her heart is very big, thought Ramu. Somu and Vani stay at Lachama's house. After Vani goes to college, Ramu and Somu both go to work together. Vani gets a seat in college with a good rank. Vani goes to study in the city. Rao and Somu take care of Lachama and go to work. Thus, a few days pass. They repay the loan from the elders and release the house that was mortgaged. In this way, they live happily. One day, Sundaram Master comes to them and says, "Ramu, Somu, I have good news for you." Hearing this, Ramu and Somu wonder, what could it be?
Tell us. Quickly tell us. All right, I'll tell you. You received a letter from your sister Vani. What is it, Sundaram? Show it once. Sundaram, you know we can't read, right? Read it once and tell us. All right, I'll read it. Your sister Vani went to the city for higher studies and wrote that she will finish her studies and return to the village. She wrote that she will come tomorrow at dawn. Sundaram read it aloud and then left from there. Hearing those words, Ramu and Somu.
They feel very happy. Thus, the day passes by. The next day, Ramu and Somu go to the bus stop in their village to wait for Vani. After they leave, Vani arrives, and upon seeing her, Ramasubu is very delighted. Vani is also happy. From there, they head home. On the way, Vani stops and says something like this. "Brother, where are we going? Our destination is their house, right?" "Yes, dear, but not that way now." Actually, did you know I came from the town or not? Even if she knew, Lahama wouldn't do that. Lahama likes us a lot. "Tell me what exactly happened, brother," Vani asks angrily. Hearing Vani's words, Ramu and Somu say sadly, "Forgive us, goddess. We wanted to tell you, but Lakshmi took a promise from us." Brother, what exactly happened? What promise did Lakshmi take? Ramu and Subu heard those words.
Tears come to their eyes. Mother Vani, after Lakshman left, her health deteriorated and she passed away. She took a promise from both of us beforehand not to tell you if she were to die.
Anirav says with sadness. Hearing that, Vani cries, "Your mother, Lakshmama, hasn't gone anywhere. She is with us in our happiness." Brother, where are we going now?
We are going to our own home. Both of us worked hard and saved money, and as we grew up, we preserved the memory of our mother from that time. Now we are going there.
After explaining everything that happened, Ramu takes him along. Somu and Ramu go to their house. As soon as they reach home, the neighbors come and greet them. Thus, the night comes, they eat and go to sleep. That day passes like that. The next day, Sundaram comes to Ramu's house. Standing in front of the house, he calls out, "Mother, Vani." Hearing those words, Ramu, Somu and Vani come outside. And upon seeing him, Sundaram says this, "All those things have come to you, brother. My sister has come into your life. Now, a letter has been written to her." "Yes, brother, the need has come to me," Sundaram said. "Give it to me." Sundaram gives the letter to Vani and leaves from there. "What is it actually?" Ramu and Somu ask Vani, but without saying anything, Vani goes inside the house. Seeing this, Ramu and Somu think, "What is in the letter, brother?" "What, man? You can't read, I can't read, and the sister went inside without saying anything. Let's ask the sister, come on," they think, and both go inside the house. They go to her, sitting on the bed, and ask, "Can't you tell us anything at all?" Hearing this, Vani starts crying. "Mom, Vani, what actually happened? Tell us, dear," they ask worriedly, to which Vani responds like this. "Brother, both of you don't worry. Nothing happened to me. I got a posting as a teacher in our village school. It's all thanks to your kindness. Even though Mom isn't here, both of you became like a mother to me and educated me. That's why I studied hard and secured a job." Vani says this with great joy. Hearing Vani's words, Ramu and Somu feel very happy. They sweeten Vani's mouth with sweets. Similarly, they distribute sweets to the small children in front of their house. A few days pass like this. One day, the village elder comes to their house. Seeing the elder, Ramu and Somu stand with their hands folded. Vani is also beside them. Looking at the elders, Ramu says, "Oh no, Somu, You folded your hands in front of the party. He says, "Come like that, Somu." Giving importance to the elder's words, Somu unfolds his hands. Seeing them like that, the elder thinks to himself,
I made such a big mistake by driving them out of the house that day, and they didn't even boast when their sister got a job. Feeling sad in his heart that they gave so much importance then and are still giving the same now, he says, Mother Vani, I came to tell you that from tomorrow you should go to teach the children.
"All right, Pedaya, I will go." Saying this, Pedaya leaves from there. The day ends. The next day, Vani gets ready and goes to school to teach the children, and Inkaravu Somu also goes to work. After 16 months, a person comes from the town. Coming into the village, he asks Ram like this, "Hell boy."
Hearing these words, Ram turns around and says, Who are you? How do you know me? I have never seen you in our village.
Yes, this is in fact not my village. I came from Hyderabad. Yes, my sister also studied there.
Oh, really? Who is your sister? What is your sister's name? Tell me.
He asks very eagerly. Seeing him, Ram thinks to himself, why is he talking about my sister without even knowing who he is?
Hello, sir. Tell me. You just said you were scared, and now you're saying it again. I won't tell you anything. You start. While Shrinu and Ramu are talking, Vadi comes there. Seeing Shrinu, he says, How are you? I'm doing very well. How are you?
Not understanding their conversation, Ramu says to Vani, Hey Vani, who is this person? How do you know him? Sorry brother, I forgot to tell you. He is my friend. He used to help me a lot when I called. He would give me money without hesitation. He's a very good friend, brother.
Yes, dear. But why are you standing here and talking? Shall we take him to our house?
Alarao says this. Vani and Shri leave from there and then go home. Just then, Somu finally finishes his work and afterwards comes home. At home, Som sees Ramu, Vani and Shri talking together and asks them like this. Brother, both of you. Dear friends.
Brother, this is indeed our sister's friend. When she was studying in college, he helped her a lot. Very much. His name is Srinu, brother.
Really? They talk for a while. Then everyone has dinner together and goes to sleep. The day ends like that. The next morning, everyone wakes up. But why does Srinu seem uncomfortable? Seeing Srinu, Som says to Ramu, Brother, I want to tell you something.
About Srinu, brother, I have a lot of doubts when I see him. Don't think wrongly like that. Srinu is a very good person. Even after our sister told us, if we think like that, it would seem like we don't trust our sister, right? But brother, why did Srinu come to our house? It seems like Srinu likes our sister, doesn't it, brother?
As soon as Somu says this, Ramu falls into thought. Then Ramu goes to Srinu and asks like this. Srinu Babu, I want to ask you something. Hearing Ramu's words, Srinu thinks to himself, I'm really scared just thinking about what Ramu might ask now.
Srinu Babu, I haven't asked anything yet, but what are you thinking?
Hi Ramu Garu, it's nothing like that. Just casually, tell me how you are doing and what you want to ask.
Why did you come to our village in the first place? Do you have any work here in our village, Ayiram Garu? In your village, except for you, no one knows. Srinu. With that, he says okay and goes to him. From there, then Vani is getting ready to show Srinu to their village. At that moment, Ramu calls Somu and Srinu, and both of them come there.
Ma, Vani, Srinu, I want to ask both of you something. Go ahead, brother. Mom, Vani, brother and I have made a decision. We want to arrange a marriage between you and Srinu. Please tell us your decision.
Upon hearing Rao's words, Vani and Srinu shyly lower their heads. Observing them, Ramu thinks they both agree. Mom, Vani, I am thinking of arranging your wedding in 2 days. What do you say to that? Vani responds like this.
I like it, brother. But ask Srinu if he likes it or not. I like you a lot. Not just now, even during our school days, I liked you a lot. But I never told you. I even told my mom. Because of that, I came home when she asked me to talk to you. Alright, Srinu, call your mom. Okay? Srinu called and talked to his mom. And that's how the day passed. The next day, Vani.
She says to the brother like this: they are planning my marriage, but with my marriage, your marriages will also happen. I will get married or I won't. For people like us who are uneducated, who will give us girls? Somu says sadly. Then Vani talks about her childhood friends, saying they have no one. Both of them are sisters who like you a lot, and she invites them to their home as well. Both of them come. She says their names are Sita and Geeta, and by introducing Sita to Rama and Geeta to Mukar, 3 children get married in the same ceremony. In this way, they are very happy. The moral of these stories that we know is that our education and our goodness should never harm us.